So one thing I want parents to understand is that your kid's technical ability is only going to improve so much with team training, right? Even if they have two practices a week, it's only going to improve so much, right? Because in team training, you're working the team should be working on, right? Drills and stuff to work well to work together as a team, right? So passing, maybe some shooting, defensive drills, maybe some attacking stuff, right? Maybe some 3v3s, 2v2s, maybe some 4-on-4s. There's many variations you can do as a coach, right, to help your team prepare for games, right? That's the ultimate goal of team training. Help that team prepare for games. It's not really to help your player, your kid, get better at dribbling, ball control, and all the technical and ball mastery skills, right? Don't get me wrong, too, though. Playing, right, in the team training, having touches on the ball will certainly help your kid, but it's not going to help them to elevate their game at a steady pace the way it would if they are actually doing it off the field, right? They need to be at home doing technical drills. And the thing is, a lot of kids don't want to do it, right? Because it's boring. It's not fun, right? So there's the other alternative if they're not going to want to do it at home is you hire a private coach to do it with them, right? So that private coach would obviously have maybe a whole curriculum, or what's the word? I'm trying to think of plan on how to help that kid, right, develop their skills. At the end of the day, the more touches anybody, whether it's a kid or even an adult, gets on the ball, they're going to get better. And your child's touches on the ball are very limited in game situations and practices, right? And then they go play a game on the weekend, it's not going to really help much either because again, um, with that game, they're not gonna get a lot of touches. To be, for the it don't really matter what your position is. You're not unless you're like a center mid, you're not gonna get a lot of touches. Even that, the ball's gonna be spread around, right? So that's one thing parents need to understand. So there's two ways to work on that. Again, one is your kid works on it at home. A lot of kids don't want to do it on their own, but at the end of the day, stress to your kid, hey, if you want to get better, you have to work on it at home. And then the other option is to hire a private coach to help. But just want to make that clear. Again, the more touches, the more time put in, the better the kid's going to get. That's anything in life, right? The more you do something, the more you practice, the better you're going to get. Anyway, please feel free to comment, give me your thoughts below.